My parents canceled my Sweet 16 for my brother Stanford, then used my whole party plan anyway. My parents always had the same line when I asked for a birthday party. Maybe next year. At 7, Dad lost his job and Mom said a pool party was too much. At 10, Mom had surgery bills and my sleepover idea got turned into maybe pizza with one friend. At 13, a storm wrecked our roof and my outdoor movie night got pushed aside. Every time they added the same promise. When you turn 16, we'll make it up to you. Sweet 16 is special, so I held on to that. When January came, I went all in. I made a guest list, a playlist, and a plan that actually felt doable. String lights in the backyard, a small photo booth corner, a taco bar, karaoke, about 40 kids from school. I showed Mom my ideas at the kitchen table and she said it sounded fun. Dad even came with me to Party City and helped me price balloons and banners. For once, it felt real. 2 weeks before my birthday, Mom sat me down on the couch with that serious face I knew too well. She said, "Your brother Nathan got into Stanford. We need every penny for his deposit. It's $30,000 just to hold his spot." My stomach dropped. I said, "Okay, but what about my party?" Mom said, "We'll do something small, just family, pizza, and a movie." Dad nodded like that was fair. I felt crushed, but I swallowed it and said, "I understand." On my birthday morning, I texted friends and told them it was canceled. Around noon, I opened Instagram and saw Nathan's post. He was holding his acceptance letter and wrote, "Dreams do come true," but behind him, I could see our kitchen table covered in party supplies. Blue and gold balloons, a stack of plates, taco trays, even a bag of shiny confetti. My heart started racing. I ran downstairs and said, "What is all this?" Mom turned with a huge grin. "Surprise! We're throwing Nathan a celebration. His friends are coming at 4. I stared at the colors and felt my face burn. It was the exact gold and blue theme I picked. The balloon arch idea I showed her was half built on the floor. The banner said, "Congrats," and I could see where "Happy Birthday" had been taped over. Then Dad turned on a speaker and my playlist started playing. My playlist. On the whiteboard, I saw a guest list, but my friends' names were erased and replaced with his. A basket of photo booth props I ordered was sitting by the fridge. Mom was literally taping my old "Happy Birthday" banner and pressing "Congrats, Nathan" over it. Nathan walked in, saw the setup, and grinned like it was all for him. Dad told me, "Go get ready and don't start." I said, "Those are my decorations." Mom said, "Well, we already had them, and you understand, right? This is huge for your brother." Dad walked by with tape in his mouth, hanging lights like it was normal. That's when it hit me. They didn't forget my party. They canceled mine, then used it anyway. I went upstairs and just sat there shaking. Then I remembered my planning notebook, the one with everything written down. I'd left it in the living room drawer, but now it was gone. I went to my parents' room, opened Mom's closet, and found it shoved behind towels. Only it wasn't my handwriting anymore. Page after page was copied in Mom's neat script. My guest list, my taco bar notes, my karaoke list, even the order of songs. It felt like proof they meant to do this. I froze. By 3:30, I heard the doorbell going off downstairs. Loud voices, laughing, Nathan yelling, "No way!" I heard my own party happening without me. Around 6, Mom knocked and said, "Come down, we saved you cake." Then Dad yelled through the door, "Stop being dramatic. Be happy for your brother." I looked at that notebook and something in me snapped. I walked downstairs with the notebook. The house was packed. The backyard lights were glowing. People were taking photos at the booth, and my music was blasting. My hands were shaking. My cake sat on the counter with "Way to go, Nathan" written in the fancy font I'd picked. Mom saw me and tried to smile like everything was fine. I held up a notebook and said, loud enough for everyone, "This was supposed to be my Sweet 16. The room went quiet. A few people looked at Nathan, then back at me. Mom rushed over and hissed, "Not right now." I said, "You told me you needed money, so you canceled my party. Then you took my plan, my decorations, my playlist, and even my cake." Dad snapped, "You're embarrassing us." Nathan's face went stiff. Nobody moved. I set the notebook down, killed the music, and said, "Keep the party, I'm not staying." Then I walked out the front door. Now my parents are saying I ruined his day by leaving. Was I wrong?